A kung fu master, Ip Man who doubles as a single parent travels to San Francisco in search of a good school for his son. While abroad, Ip Man gets in the middle of an interracial war between the Chinese and the Americans. His efforts goes a long way in making a big difference and gives the Chinese in diaspora the upper hand. The scene cuts to 1964, Ip Man is diagnosed with throat cancer due to his history of chronic smoking. The doctor advises him to quit smoking and informs him that the cancer is spreading very fast. It appears that Ip Man took up smoking after the death of his wife and has found it difficult to quit. Back at his kung fu school, a dark-skinned guy named Billy comes into Ip Man's kung fu school and tries to communicate with the students in English. However, his intentions are misunderstood because the Chinese students could not understand him. Thinking that he was there to pick a fight, the most senior student engages the dark-skinned guy in a fight. Ip Man enters the room at the right time and stops the fight. Surprisingly, the dark-skinned guy recognizes Ip Man and brings him greetings from his former student, Bruce Lee. He hands over a copy of a booklet containing martial arts teachings to Ip Man and also gives him a plane ticket from Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee had invited his master to come over to San Francisco and sent the dark-skinned guy to deliver the message. Sadly, Ip Man accepts the booklet but refuses the plane ticket and extends his greetings to Bruce Lee. Ip Man leaves the students and returns back to his room. The dark-skinned guy runs out of the kung fu school leaving the plane ticket with the other students and instructs them to ensure that they give the tickets to Ip Man. At school, Ip Man's rebellious son Ching fights back against a bully who had taken his comic book. The information gets to the principal and Ching is subsequently expelled from school. Ip Man pleads with the principal to give Ching a second chance but he refuses because of Ching's past records. Ip Man decides to travel to San Francisco in order to look for study opportunities for his son. Before traveling, Ip Man invites his friend over to help him look after Ching when he is away. Ip Man tells his friend the reason for his journey and also lets him know that he would always call them every day to know how they were faring. Ching interrupts the conversation between Ip Man and his friend, telling his father that he doesn't want to study. Ching had always had the lifelong dream of becoming a kung fu master just like his father, but this was contrary to what Ip Man wanted. Just like most parents, Ip Man felt that it would be better for Ching to attend a formal institution. This resulted in a heated argument and Ip Man is forced to slap his son. Ip Man's friend steps in to prevent him from doing more damages and advises him to overlook Ching's behavior. Ip Man arrives in San Francisco, where his student Bruce Lee has upset the local martial arts community by opening a kung fu school, teaching non-Chinese people martial arts, and writing an English-language book on martial arts. He discovers from his reporter friend that, because he is a foreigner, a referral letter from the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association is needed to enroll Ching into an American school. Tai Chi Master/CBA Chairman Wan Zhonghua refuses to write the letter as Ip Man is unbothered by Bruce Lee's actions, whereas the other Grandmasters display open contempt. They were all expecting Ip Man to help them in controlling Bruce Lee's activities. When Ip Man decided to do otherwise, he was seen as one with Bruce Lee. Meanwhile, Ip Man's reporter friend tries to get a referral letter from his work colleagues but fails. All the Americans he met with didn't want to be associated with a Chinese immigrant, whom they barely know. Left with no other option, Ip Man meets up with his former student, Bruce Lee, who promises to help him sort out the whole issue with the letter. While Ip Man and Bruce Lee were still discussing, a karate group walks into the restaurant and challenges Bruce Lee to a duel. Bruce Lee agrees and reveals to Ip Man that this kind of thing happens regularly with him. Much to the dismay of the karate students, Lee defeats their leader in the fight, showing that Kung Fu was superior. Next, the CBA chairman teaches his daughter, Yona, how to fight Tai Chi and tells her that she needs to get better, so that she can take part in the upcoming Mid-Autumn Festival. However, Yona is not excited about the whole Chinese martial arts stuff because she doesn't like it. Meanwhile, the CBA chairman is not interested in hearing how she feels about Tai Chi. The following day, Ip Man pays a visit to one of the private schools, taking the letter prepared by Bruce Lee's student with him. After presenting the letter to the principal of the school, his son is declined admission. The principal informs Ip Man that a letter from the CBA is better and more acceptable, as they would always cover up for students who default in their payment. Ip Man is also informed by the principal that the only way the school can waive the referral letter for him is if he agrees to support the school with a huge sum of money. Meanwhile, the daughter of the CBA chairman, Yona, is appointed as the head of the cheerleading team at school. Her rival Becky speaks out against this new appointment and claims that Yona cannot lead other Americans. Becky takes matters into her hands by approaching Yona after school hours to threaten her, but Yona stands her ground. Little did she know that Madame Paleface was coming back with reinforcements. While leaving the school after a meeting with the principal, Ip Man stumbles upon the CBA's teenage daughter, Yona, undergoing a racist attack from her rival cheerleader, Becky, and her reinforcements, her male friends. Ip Man quickly got involved to rescue her and escorts Yona home, where the CBA chairman is upset that she got into a fight. Ip Man steps in by telling CBA chairman that Yona wasn't wrong to defend herself. The CBA chairman then explains to Ip Man that, because he's a foreigner, he doesn't understand that the whites in his country love harassing Chinese. Just before Ip Man leaves, the CBA chairman blames him for using his daughter merely to get the letter and challenges him to a fight for it. They both agree to a fight, but the duel is interrupted by an earthquake, and the CBA chairman tells Ip Man they will finish it at the upcoming Mid-Autumn Festival. Ip Man refuses, explaining that he merely accompanied Yona home for her own safety, and leaves. Meanwhile, Becky lies to her parents, claiming that Yona attacked her. Her father, Andrew Walters, an officer of the INS, is pressured by his wife into holding the association responsible and deporting all illegal immigrants associated with them. Becky's father agrees with his wife and promises to destroy the CBA. The following day, Yona goes to see Ip Man in his apartment and gives him the referral letter that he has been looking for. When Ip Man opens the letter, he is shocked to discover that Yona forged it. Ip Man tears up the letter angrily and scolds her for engaging in such fraudulent act. Ip Man also warns her that her father, the CBA chairman, will not be happy with her if he finds out about this. Yona responded by saying that her father doesn't care about her or what she likes. She complained of how the CBA chairman always forces her to learn Tai Chi. Yona reveals that all she likes is cheerleading, but her father never listens. She compares her dad to Ip Man and tells Ip Man that he is a better father than the CBA chairman. Ip Man then suggests that she should cheer at the Mid-Autumn Festival that was scheduled to hold soon. Yona is excited about this and thanks Ip Man profusely for the idea. She bids Ip Man farewell and starts making plans for the Mid-Autumn Festival. Elsewhere, Hartman Wu, a staff sergeant in the U.S. Marines and student of Lee, attempts to convince Barton Geddes, the gunnery sergeant on his base, to incorporate Chinese martial arts into their hand-to-hand combat training, especially Wing Chun, which is useful in close quarters. Geddes, an openly racist man, proves the Marines' current karate program is superior by having Hartman fight the Marines' karate sensei, Colin Frater, with Frater easily besting Hartman. Geddes also punishes Hartman and all the Chinese soldiers on the U.S. Marines for even bringing up the idea. However, Hartman manages to convince the unit's commanding officer of Kung Fu's potential use, and is permitted to film the Mid-Autumn Festival happening at Chinatown for research purposes. Infuriated by this development, Geddes instructs Frater to fix it by challenge the Grandmasters at the festival. By doing this, it will prove that the Chinese martial arts was not good enough to be incorporated into the U.S. Marines. Frater easily defeats 3 of the Grandmasters before Ip Man intervenes and beats him badly. Meanwhile, the CBA chairman, who was supposed to be present at the festival, is arrested by the INS. Becky's father, who is part of the INS, accuses the CBA chairman of writing referrals for Chinese criminals to come into America. He informs the CBA chairman that he plans to destroy all of them. Upon seeing Frater in the hospital, Geddes barges into the CBA, and uses his strength and karate prowess to brutally defeat all the Grandmasters present. When Geddes demands to know the location of the CBA chairman, he is informed that the INS had arrested him. Geddes goes straight to the INS facility and then threatens Becky's father into releasing the CBA chairman into Marine custody. Meanwhile, Yona and another member of the CBA had been sitting outside waiting to see the CBA chairman, but they were not granted entrance. Before the CBA chairman will leave with Geddes, Yona recognizes Becky's father, rushes over to where he was and begs him to let her daddy go. Seeing his daughter begging another man, the CBA chairman gets up angrily and forces her to stand up. He tells Yona that he must leave with Geddes to defend other Chinese by fighting. Due to a tip-off by a subordinate of Becky's father and another student of Lee named Billy, Ip Man and another member of the CBA help the association evacuate by the time the INS conducts its raid. Lee provides refuge for the association, earning their respect. The CBA chairman and Geddes arrive at the camp and duel. The CBA chairman is able to match Geddes at first, but is eventually overwhelmed and seriously injured. The CBA chairman is taken to the hospital, where Yona sits by his side and holding his hands. Seeing the CBA chairman and Yona together, an emotional Ip Man calls Fat Bo to reveal that he has cancer. Fat Bo angrily tells Ching to talk to his father, after many previous refusals. Ip Man apologizes to his son for slapping him during their argument, and promises to teach his son Kung Fu when he comes back to Hong Kong. Hartman brings Ip Man to the Marines, and he triumphantly defeats the gunnery sergeant after a tough fight. The CBA chairman prepares the referral letter for Ip Man, but Ip Man turns it down, having decided against moving to America. Ip Man returns to Hong Kong and accepts the fact that Ching likes martial arts. A weary but determined Ip Man instructs his son to film him as he demonstrates Wing Chun on a wooden dummy. An epilogue shows Lee paying respect to Ip Man at his funeral. On-screen text states that Ip Man succumbed to his cancer in 1972 at the age of 79 and that the Marines officially incorporated Chinese martial arts into their training by inviting Chinese martial artists to come to the base to train them starting in 2001. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications to help the channel out. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.